Good morning, children. Today you will learn a new topic, title takers, on page 15. So be ready with your book and also take pencil. Let us start. Read this page with me. Title takers. Here are some people who are better known by their titles. Learn more about them. See children, you can see the pictures of some famous persons here. They are popularly known by their titles. So you will learn about this now. First picture, Sarojini Naidu was a freedom fighter and social leader. What is the meaning of freedom fighter? Who fought for our country, for the freedom of our country. Those who fought are called freedom fighter. So Sarojini Naidu was a freedom fighter and social leader. She was also a great poetess. Poetess means who writes poem. And a singer. She had a very nice voice. She was a very good singer. Because of which she was called the Nightingale of India. Sarojini Naidu was called the Nightingale of India. So what you came to know about her? Sarojini Naidu was a freedom fighter and social leader. She was also a great poetess and a singer. She was called the Nightingale of India. Come to the next picture. Dr. Selim Ali. He was a naturalist. Naturalist means who studies about nature. He was a naturalist who observed. Observed means to see. Observed, studied and classified means made groups. Making groups. He observed, studied and classified Indian birds in great details. He wrote many books about birds. He is known as the Birdman of India. So who is known as the Birdman of India? Dr. Selim Ali is known as the Birdman of India. And what you came to know about him? That he was a naturalist who observed, studied and classified Indian birds in great details. He wrote many books about birds. And he is known as the Birdman of India. Come to the third picture. Whose picture is this? You all know. Dr. APJ Kalam. Dr. APJ Kalam was the 11th President of India. He was a scientist and worked as an aerospace engineer in defense and in space research. He was popularly known as the Missile Man of India. So who is popularly known as the Missile Man of India? Dr. APJ Kalam. And what you came to know about him? That he was the 11th President of India. He was a scientist and worked as an aerospace engineer in defense and in space research. Come to the next picture. Milkha Singh is an Indian track and field sprinter. Sprinter means racer. He is a famous sportsman, you all know. Milkha Singh. He is an Indian track and field sprinter or racer. He took part in the Summer Olympics of 1956, 1960 and 1964 in Melbourne, Rome and Tokyo. Where he took part? In Melbourne, Rome and Tokyo. In which event? In the Summer Olympics of 1956, 1960, 1964. What are the places? Melbourne, Rome and Tokyo. He is known as the Flying Sikh. Who is known as the Flying Sikh? Milkha Singh is known as the Flying Sikh. So children, from this page, you came to know about these 4 famous persons who are very popular for their titles. Learn the spellings very well. Next day, I'll give you some classworks. Now let us see from the beginning. Revise. Title takers on page 15. First picture. Whose picture is this? Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu. She was a freedom fighter and a social leader. She was a great poetess and a singer, because of which she was called the Nightingale of India. Second picture, Dr. Selim Ali. He was a naturalist who observed, studied and classified Indian birds. He wrote many books about them. He is known as the Birdman of India. Third picture, Dr. APJ Kalam. He was the 11th President of India. He was a scientist and worked as an aerospace engineer in defense and in space research. He was popularly known as the Missile Man of India. The fourth picture, Milkha Singh is an Indian track and field sprinter or racer. He took part in the Summer Olympics of 1956, 1960 and 1964 in Melbourne, Rome and Tokyo. He is known as the Flying Sikh. So children, learn the spellings and read this page very nicely. Have you learned the national days on page 14? This page, have you learned the national days we did in the last class? Learn this page very well and read this page very well. We will do classwork in the next day. Till then, bye bye.